Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranams, Prabhuji. Welcome, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the ICF forum. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Hare.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, should we do the kirtan or how to proceed, Prabhuji? Or should we?
The daily how it goes, it can go like that only.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Any Matajis or Prabhujis want to do a kirtan? Jai Radha Madhav. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Matajis. Prabhuji has already joined. So anybody wants to do? Okay, then I'll only do. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल अनंत वैष्णव वृंद की जय हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंड प्रणाम प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. Welcome to the today's Bhagavatam class. So first of all, before starting the class, I would like to take the blessings of all the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Today we are covering the 5 shlokas from the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 25, verse numbers from 31 to 35. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I will share the screen.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, live streaming is not done, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
It's done, I think. YouTube, no?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, it's done.
Thank you so much.
Somebody is raising hand, I think.
It is to read, Prabhuji. Read the shlokas and
Yeah, you can read. Yeah.
should we read the purport also, Prabhuji?
Purport, I think that they are lengthy. At least translation you can read it.
Okay.
The shloka and the translation.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ida Mataji, you can read the shloka.
Hare Krishna,
Mataji and Prabhuji is volunteer for reading. Hare Krishna. Raise your hands. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Danda Pranam.
Dandot-
Hare Krishna,
Dandot Pranam.
Mataji. Maitreya Uvacha. Mataji, shall I read?
Yes, Mataji, you can read. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Maitreya Uvacha Viditvartam Kapilo Mathur Ittam Jata Sneho Yatra Tanvabhijathaha Tatvam Nayam Yat
Hare Krishna.
Pravadanti Sankyam Pravacha Vai Bhakti Vitanogam. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Padma-
Translation? Yeah.
Padmashri Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All glories to Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Sri Maitreya said, after hearing the statement of his mother, Kapila could understand her purpose and he became compassionate towards her because of being born of her body. He described the Sankhya system of philosophy, which is a combination of devotional service and mystic realization as received by disciplic succession. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shloka 32, we will read.
Hare Krishna. Sindhu Mataji, you can read the shloka, and Sudha Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Pranams, Prabhuji.
Pranams, Mataji.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Yeah. Devanam Gunalinganam Anushravika Karmanam Anushravika Karmanam Sattva Evaika Manasho Vritti Swabhaviki Tuya Animitta Bhagavati Bhakti Siddher Garishashi.
Gariyasi. It is Gariyasi. Yeah.
Bhakti Siddher Gariyashi. I'll recite
Hare
once.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam.
Dandot Pranam.
Lord, a translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Kapila said, the senses are symbolic representations of the demigods and their natural inclinations to work under the direction of the Vedic injunctions. As the senses are representatives of the demigods, so the mind is the representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The mind's natural duty is to serve. When that service spirit is engaged in devotional service to the personality of Godhead without any motive, that is far better than salvation. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So shall we go ahead with the other shlokas a little later?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Uh,
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So we'll cover these two shlokas because this is quite lengthy to explain. So this chapter is named The Glories of Devotional Service. So in the verses from 9 to 27, Kapila Dev is establishing how Bhakti Yoga is superior to other yogas. Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. And we saw in the previous classes, the verses 28-29, Devahuti asks 3 questions. So what are the 3 questions Devahuti asked? In verses 28-29, Devahuti asked 3 questions.
One is Prabhuji, what kind of service we must do so that we can attain the service of the lotus feet of the Lord.
Yeah. So how do I attain your lotus feet to help easily and immediately attain the service of your lotus feet? And what are the other two questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, she wanted to know the nature of the yoga system
Yeah.
and how
So
many days are there to attain the truth, which is sublime yoga.
yeah. So these are the other two. So basically, she is asking to explain the jnana in order to understand the tattva or philosophy. So that's why she wanted to know the yoga system. So basically, she's inquisitive and she is very sincere in asking those questions. So Kapila Dev is identifying that, because in the previous verses, what happens? The jnana and yoga, the practice of jnana and yoga, also the ultimate result of all the things, the most superior yoga is the bhakti yoga. And when the bhakti develops in the heart, naturally the vairagya renunciation will happen. It is automatic. So whenever we do the Bhagavat Chintana, so one naturally loses the interest in sense gratification and naturally develops the vairagya. So in the these previous verses, we saw like how the interest, the material interest of the jivatma, actually it causes the material bondage, and we have to turn these interest towards the sense gratification, and the same attachment we should have towards the sadhus. Sa eva sadhushu. So then what happens? Then self-realization can take place very easily. So Srila Prabhupada in 1965 went to USA, and when he was establishing the Harinam Sankirtan movement, many hippies, they used to come. And of course, he was staying in that Bowery. And these hippies, they were addicted to so much of intoxication, smoking cigarettes, and they got bound to the material world. These are complexities of the material world. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said 3 gates to hell. What are the 3 gates to hell?
Lust, anger, and greed.
Yeah, lust, anger, and greed. So Harinam Sankirtan, by starting Harinam Sankirtan, Srila Prabhupada opened the doors of Vaikuntha, which is the gateway for moksha or liberation. So that's why we should be attached to pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada, his disciples, or any other pure devotees, like we have Narada Muni. So when we develop the attachment for pure devotees, then we lose the interest in the sense gratification. But if we don't have the attachment for the pure devotees, then naturally the attachment goes towards the sense gratification. That is why it is said one has to relish the bhakti rasa. So what is meant by rasa? What is rasa?
The mellow.
It's a mellow.
Mellow,
Yeah. So what are the material rasas? What is material rasa? What is bhakti rasa?
Bhakti rasa is eternal and never ending. Material is limited. Prabhuji.
It is limited and it is basically interaction with the matter. So devotees, they naturally try to relish the bhakti rasa, and when one gets the bhakti rasa, what happens? He automatically leaves the ahika or bhautika rasa. What is that? Materialistic rasa. Hmm? Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinam rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. So when we get the higher taste, naturally we leave the lower taste. So to develop this bhakti rasa, association of pure devotees or association of advanced devotees, that's very, very important. So that's why it is said in our devotional practice when we are doing, we should have one devotee, who is peer to us, uh, to whom we can reveal our heart completely, and we should have one devotee who is superior to us, to whom we can reveal our heart very, whatever confidential things are also there, we can reveal to them. So such devotee friends and such devotee mentors, they are very, very important, like Shiksha Guru or whomever they may be, Diksha Guru, whom we can completely open our heart and discuss. The mentality should match, and with their association, our enthusiasm for devotional service should increase. Otherwise, what advancement is becomes very difficult. If we have such association of such devotees, with whom by interacting with them our enthusiasm increases, advancement is quickly possible. So actually, Mragari, he was about to go towards the path of hell, right? What Mragari was doing?
Killing the animals,
Half
half dead,
dead.
half dead.
He was killing animals.
So
Um,
killing the
half-
animals, and
half.
who Narada Muni saved him. So Narada Muni is a pure devotee, saved Mrugari. So in the previous verses, what it is mentioned, so we have to have the attachment to such a pure devotee. Okay, and it is said, what are the symptoms of such a sadhu? Now we are telling that, okay, we have to have the attachment to pure devotees. But how do we understand? What are the characteristics, symptoms of the pure devotee? So which shloka explains that? We saw in the previous verses.
In Bhagavatam, Prabhuji.
Just 24, our same chapter, few verses back, 10 verses back. What are it's symptoms of the sadhu is mentioned, both the secondary characteristic and primary characteristics. Yeah, titikshava karunika suhuradas sarvadehinam
so that's
ajata shatra vashanta sadhava sadhu bhushana.
Bhushan.
So these are the secondary characteristics of the sadhu. So sahana shilata, karunika means compassion. Suhrada, is a friend of sarvadehinam, all living entities. Ajata shatrava, don't have any enemies, is peaceful. These are the ornaments of the pure devotee. Then in the next sloka, what is the next sloka? Can somebody read that? It's very important, very, very important. That's why I'm covering that to understand. 22nd verse. Maya ananyen. Read Mataji.
मय्यनन्येन भावेन भक्तिं कुर्वन्ति ये दृढां मत्कृते त्यक्त्वा कर्माणः त्यक्त्वा स्वजनबान्धवाः.
Yeah. So these are the primary characteristics of the sadhu. So ananyena bhavena. So ananya bhava, he does the pure devotional service. And the second thing, he renounces the other connections like family relationships, friendly acquaintances with the world. That means it doesn't have to go to forest and all, but is always absorbed in Krishna Katha. So that's what it's meant actually. Always Vasudeva Kataruchi. So these are the things we saw in the previous verses, and in the 30th verse, what Devahuti is mentioning. My dear son Kapila, after all, I am a woman. So my intelligence is not strong. Tadat tad etan me vijanihi. So I have got the manda buddhi. So here Devahuti is telling manda buddhi. Then what about the situations of the Kali Yuga people? And it is said manda sumanda matayor manda bhagya hi upadrataha. So we are having manda buddhi. We don't remember what exactly has happened yesterday, the same time, or just day before yesterday. So it is very difficult to understand the transcendental knowledge. But Bhagavad Anugrahat, so by the mercy of Kapila Dev, I can understand. So similarly, Kunti Devi also prays like that. What does Kunti Devi praise? Paramahamsas can understand you. They will, they know you. But how do I understand? I am a woman. But we don't have to be discouraged by any type of birth. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very, very merciful. And so he did not discriminate. Patra apatra na dheka kal. So desha kala patra. So it is any desha, any kala, any patra, any situations one can practice the pure devotional service. That is the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So here in the 31st sloka, so answer for the first the question asked by Devahuti, that is, how do I attain you very easily? For that answer is given from the shloka, today's shloka 31 till 44. About 14 shlokas explain the answer for the first question. And the chapter 26 to 27, it answers the the question, please explain the jnana in order to understand the tattva. And chapter 28, how many angas in the yoga system and the symptoms? For that question, chapter 28. So Kapila Dev is explaining. So here Kapila Dev starts explaining about the Sankhya Yoga, the realizations of the Sankhya Yoga. Actually, the Sankhya Yoga terminates, ultimately, finally, and what is the conclusion? It is ultimately the Bhakti Yoga only. Because Devahuti's words, by hearing the Devahuti's words, Kapila Deva understands her intention and feels compassion, and he starts speaking about the Sankhya Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is superior to Jnana Marga or Jnana Yoga and other yogas. So that's very, very important. So Kapila Dev mercifully started speaking. So about the 32nd shloka, we need to understand this shloka speaks about the Uttama Bhakti also. So in the Bhakti Rasamrata Sindhu, it is mentioned, Anyabhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavratam Anukulena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhaktir Uttama. So actually, here it is mentioned, senses are the symbolic representation of the demigods. So some senses are controlled by, different senses are controlled by different demigods. And the mind is symbolic representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So actually, master of the senses is the mind, and the master of all the demigods is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So one has to control the mind and the senses in order to progress in the path of pure devotional service. So for that, we have to understand what is pure devotional service. There is something called Nimitta Bhakti and something called Uttama Bhakti. What is Nimitta Bhakti? What is Nimitta Bhakti?
Is it sadhana bhakti, Prabhu?
No, not sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti is the process of the part of the Shuddha Uttama bhakti only. Nimitta bhakti is the we are having different agendas, like a business. I will do devotional service, but I want a bungalow. Please give me Krishna bungalow, or I want children. I want this much crores of money.
When there are
You give
motive,
me
Prabhuji. When there's a motive behind your prayers.
motive behind and agendas are there. My own agendas, and Krishna has to sanction it. So that's why we do the bhakti. Our list is bigger than Krishna's plan only. Give me this, give me that, BMW car, this, that. So list is very big. And we do the bhakti. That is nimitta bhakti. What is uttama bhakti? Ahaituki apratihata yahatma suprasidati. So unintentional, I mean unmotivated. Unmotivated means what? No anyabhilashita.
Without any benefits or agenda.
Without any motive.
Yeah, without any motive. So, and next one is uninterrupted. Uninterrupted means what?
Means
Not
continuously
stopping
Prabhuji,
Continuous.
without any break.
Yeah.
Fall down.
Yeah. So now with the definition of the bhakti we saw, pure devotional service. What is that? From the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is anyabhilashita shunyam. That one. Then we will connect this verse with the 32nd verse little later. But first we will understand what is this anyabhilashita shunyam verse. Where does the continuous comes in the this particular shloka? Which word explains? Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavratam anukulena Krishna anushilanam bhaktir uttama. So where does the continuity, continuous bhakti comes in the word?
Anukulyana.
Anu, yeah, anu means what? Anu means it is one is the continuous. So 1 second. Yeah. Performed with intention to please is the anukulena. Anu is the following. One is we are following the great acharyas, and second one it will be constantly following. Okay. So that is the thing anu shilanam. So actually this Anabhaleshita Shunyam has two characteristics, Sarupa Lakshana and Tatastha Lakshana. Anybody know about this? Sarupa Lakshana and Tatastha Lakshana.
No, Prabhu.
What are the Sarupa Lakshana of this shloka? What are the primary characteristics of pure devotional service? It is the Anukulena, first one. Second one is the Krishna. Third one is the Anushilanam. We'll see that. What is there? And the Tatastha Lakshana are Anyabhilashita Shunyam and second one Jnana Karmadi Anavratam. Okay, now we'll see. What is Anukulena? Anukulena means performed with the intention to please Krishna. So enemies like Kamsa, they were remembering Krishna always, right? Is it a pure devotional service?
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
No. Why it is not pure devotional service?
There was
The
no
intention
The
was wrong.
intention was
It is a pratikula. Yeah, it is pratikula. It is not pleasing to Lord Krishna. It is not pleasing. So the demons like Kalayavan, Jarasandha, they were chasing Krishna with weapons. And Yashoda Maya also is chasing Krishna with the stick. But Yashoda Maya's love is considered pure love. Why? It is favorable. Krishna enjoys it. That's a reason. This should be Anukula. Then second one is the Krishna. Krishna means who and all come in that category. Krishna. So Krishna means Krishna, his expansions, and his paraphernalia. And paraphernalia means it even the great pure devotees also come in that category. And the third one word is the Anushilanam. Anushilanam, in this thing, two words are there. Anu means following. Following whom? Following the great acharyas, the gurus. And second one is the constantly. And Shilanam means the behavior. So actually, so Anushilanam means it is we are acting practically. There is a practical aspect of service. It is basically the cultivation, and it refers to activity. So without activity, only consciousness alone cannot help us. So that is the reason service is very, very important. So this is the definition of the Uttama Bhakti. Now we will see how this Anyabhilashita Shnunam connects with this particular shloka here. Anyabhilashitam Shunyam, it indicates with the word Animitta. Animitta. And Janana Karmadi Anavratam, it is indicated by the word Sattva Evaika Manaso. Then Anukulena word is referred in this shloka as Guna Linganam. And Krishna means Bhagavati. Anu is Anushravika. And Shilanam Devanam Karmanam. Bhaktiruttama is Bhaktihi. So that's why this shloka explains about the Uttama Bhakti also. So this is how we saw how this verse is connected with the shloka of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which explains about the definition of the pure devotional service. So we can go to next shloka, that is shloka 33. Please somebody can read.
Vrishabhanu Mataji,
Hare
you can
Krishna.
read.
Dandvat pranam to all. Only one line, Mataji.
2 lines.
33, only one line here.
Yeah, in English it comes 2 lines. So
Okay, yes. Jaratyashu yakosham nirganam manalo yatha.
no, Nigirnam.
Nigirnam, sorry. Nigirnam manalo yatha.
Yeah, translation.
Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti devotional service dissolves the subtle body of the living entity without separate effort. Just as fire in the stomach digests all that we eat. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Shanti Mataji, you can read the translation, Mataji.
I think it is done right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can read, Mataji. So yeah, 34. Who is going to read? Prashanti Mataji, is it?
Shanti Mataji, you can read the shloka, and Divya Gopu Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Tatmatam me sprahasyanti kechin matpada seva bhirata mahidaha yenonyato bhagavata prasajya sabhajayante mama paurushani. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Pranams.
Krishna. Pranams.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, pranams. Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. A pure devotee who is attached to the activities of devotional service and who always engages in the service of my lotus feet never desires to become one with me. Such a devotee who is unflinchingly engaged always glorifies my pastimes and activities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anusuya
Yes.
Mataji, you can read the next shloka. Karpagavalli Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat pranam. Tatmatam me sprahasyanti kechin matpada seva bhirata mahidaha yenonyato bhagavata prasajya sabhajayante mama paurushani. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Pranams.
Anusuya Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji pranams.
Hare Krishna pranams.
Ashyanti te me ruchirani ambashantaha prasanna rupani divyani vara pradhani shakam vacham smruhani yam vadanti. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandat from Mataji and Prabhuji.
Dandat
Translation by Prabhuji from Prabhupada ki jai. Oh my mother, my devotees always see the smiling face of my form with eyes like the rising morning sun. They like to see my various transcendental forms, which are all benevolent, and they also talk favorably with me. Thank you, Mataji. Purport, shall I continue, Mataji?
Purport is too big, Mataji. I think we will not
Okay.
read. Maybe if necessary, we'll see afterwards
Mataji.
if time permits.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you,
Dandat.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. So these are the verses. So Shloka 33. So how the Jatragni it burns whatever food that has been inserted inside the stomach. So similarly, if we do the bhakti, what happens? It's mentioned that the subtle body gets burnt. So what does it mean? A subtle body gets burnt. Basically, it means that it gets getting purified. So we have three types of body. What are the three types of body we have?
Gross, subtle.
Gross.
Yes, gross body,
Gross.
subtle body.
Subtle body.
And
Gross
which is
body,
the
subtle body, spiritual body.
yes,
Spiritual body.
yes. So gross body, subtle body, and spiritual body. So when soul comes from the spiritual world to material world, what happens to the spiritual body? We have spiritual body, but where is it now?
Becomes dormant. It becomes dormant.
It becomes dormant. So when it becomes dormant, then when it becomes dormant, the Jivatma has to work with the subtle body and the gross body. So the subtle body consists of three items. Which are those?
Mind,
Mind,
intelligence,
intelligence,
ego.
false ego. False ego.
Mind, intelligent, and false ego. So through the mind and intelligence and false ego, and the sthula sharira, which is the gross body, the jivatma has to struggle in the material world. Manasistan indriyani prakriti sani karshati. So it is struggles in the material world. And according to the state of the consciousness of the bhava, which the state of the mind, it is there at the point of death. According to that, one gets the next body. So here it's mentioned subtle body gets burnt. That means what? When the subtle body is completely pure, or the subtle body is burnt, the subtle body is not there, one gets the spiritual body. Actually, spiritual body is there, and as and when the sadhaka does the bhakti, it gets expanded, or what do you call it's blooming inside. So when one is completely purified, his complete spiritual body is bloomed. Just like the rose, when it is completely bloomed, then what? It gives the fragrance. So like that. So here it is mentioned, subtle body gets burnt. That means it gets purified, and there is no more. The Jivatma doesn't have to take any material body, but it will get the spiritual body. So yam vapi smaran bhavam त्यजन्तन्ते कलेवरम tam tam eva iti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitah. So whatever bhava we have, according to that, one gets the next body. So antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. So one thinks about Krishna at that point of death, then he goes to spiritual world. So in the shloka 34, it is mentioned, pure devotee does not desire for the sayujya mukti. What are the 5 types of mukti?
Saijja,
Saitya,
Salokya, Samipya,
Salokya,
They want with the
Sarupya,
Supreme
Samipya,
Lord
and Shashti.
to associate with him.
Okay, now each devotees can explain one. What is sayujya mukti?
To be one with the Supreme Lord.
Become with
That is number one.
Yeah, who answered this? To be one with the Supreme Lord. What does that mean, to be one with the Supreme Lord?
Is to merge.
To merge with what?
To merge with the Supreme Lord.
Brahma Jyoti, Prabhu.
Brahma Jyoti.
personal
There are 2
Yes.
types, of course. To merge with the Supreme as well as to merge with the Brahma Jyoti. There are 2 types of that sayujya. And next is the what? Salokya. What is Salokya? Other
Salokya is where
devotees
same
can.
planet,
same planet where the Lord.
same planet with the Lord.
Yeah. Then what is Sarupya?
Sarupya means
Same
like
form,
becoming
same
like
form,
the
same
Lord
form like
Narayana.
the same
Same
form like
form.
Narayana
Yeah. Who
form.
are the examples?
Ajamila and Aghasura.
Not Ajamila. The
Sarupya
Vishnu
Mukti.
Dutas. Vishnu Dutas who
Okay.
came, of course, after getting that liberation. So basically, Vishnu Dutas who came to save Ajamila. Then which is the other one?
Samipya.
Samipya.
Samipya means like always the company of the Lord, like Arjuna.
Company of Lord. Then last one is the Sasti. So what is that?
Same opulence as the
Same
Lord.
Same opulence as the Lord. Who are there? Same opulence as the Lord.
Dhruva Maharaj.
Of course, I think in
Bali.
Vaikuntha,
Bali
so we
Bali.
have who are?
Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj and all inhabitants of Vaikuntha also, because they are more or less having the same opulence as the Lord. Of course, this all 4 or anyone also the devotees will get. Some may be near the Supreme Lord, having the similar. For example, Uddhava was Samipya also. He had Sarupya because he was looking similar to Krishna also. So like that. So we have 5 types of liberation, but devotee asks, I want seva. I want only seva. If there is no seva, I don't want these 5 types of liberation also. So there are 4 types of ananda. Anybody knows 4 types of happiness? What are the 4 types of happiness?
Devananda is the ultimate. That's only.
Yeah, Sevananda is the ultimate. Yeah. What are the other 3?
Bhajanananda.
No. That is different. Goshtanandi, Bhajananandi, they are different.
Brahmananda.
Yeah, Brahmananda.
Jivananda. Brahmananda. Bhaktya. Yeah.
Jadananda is the first one. Second one is the Brahmananda. Third one is the Prema Ananda. Fourth one is the Seva Ananda. So what is Jadananda?
The material, Prabhuji, material happiness.
Material happiness. So material happiness, why it is called material happiness? Jada Ananda, because if I take any of the objects here, everything is dead matters. If we take this stool, I mean in the sense of not actually the mala, but the tables or the chairs or whatever, the computer or the bag, whichever we find. So basically they are all made of matter. So these matter, the Jivatma tries to enjoy with the matter. That is material happiness. Trying to enjoy with the matter. What is that? Enjoying with television. Television, what is television? Actually, some screen comes. It is a jada vastu. And the signals, whatever, everything is jada. But he tries to squeeze some happiness out of it. That is jada ananda. Then next comes the Brahmananda. What is Brahmananda?
Happiness.
Merging with the Lord.
Merging with the Lord.
Yeah, merging with the Lord.
Yeah. So what is that happiness actually? Merging with the Lord. Is there any real happiness?
No.
Oh, there is no service.
Actually, that happiness is freedom from the sufferings of the material world and shanti. So always. So nothing else. So freedom from the material world. It is the negating of the negation of the negative things, but it is not towards the positive seva also. So it is called Brahmananda. Then what is the Premananda? Premananda. Ananda coming from the Krishna Prema, the reciprocation of the loving exchanges with the Lord. And then the finally ultimate one is the Seva Ananda. Seva Ananda is serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, Premananda, Sevananda, not much difference, because when we have Prema, naturally we do the services also. But of course, that Sevananda is the highest one. So actually, that's why wherever the Seva opportunities are there, the devotees, they desire only that one. So Shloka 35 explains different Divya Rupa. Actually, the devotees they want to see different forms of the Lord. Basically, Mayavadis, they don't understand this fact. And each devotee's Swarupa is different. So they try to, can you please mute someone?
Hare Krishna. Sandhya Mataji, please keep yourself mute, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So basically, each soul is unique, and it has a swarupa in the spiritual world. And in the bhava stage, one gets the revelation of their swarupa. So the devotee can relate himself with various ways with the Supreme Lord, and there are 5 rasas with which devotee likes to relate with the Lord. What are the 5 rasas?
Shanta rasa, Dasya rasa,
Sakhya rasa,
Sakya rasa, Madhurya
Vatsalya rasa, and
Vatsalya rasa,
Madhurya.
Vatsalya rasa and Madhurya.
So Shanta rasa. Can someone explain Shanta rasa? What is Shanta rasa? What is Shanta rasa?
Serving the Lord
All the
in neutrality.
Neutrality.
Yeah, tree stones.
trees.
Yeah, tree
and
stones.
Krishna's flute.
Yeah, what are the other?
Cows.
Dasya rasa.
Cows.
Paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia.
Of the Lord.
Then lake, houses. Damodar Leela, what are the things? What are the Damodar Leela?
Rope.
Rope. Then the mortar. Yeah.
Yes.
So like that. Then what is Dasya rasa? There is a servitude. Servant. Who are the devotees?
Lord Hanuman.
Lord Hanuman.
Hanuman. In Vrindavan?
The Gopis in Vrindavan.
No. Gopis are in Madhurya Ras.
Sorry, Prabhu. That I made a mistake.
That
Dasya
monkey,
rasa.
Prabhuji, in Vrindavan.
Who?
All the animals.
Monkeys are in Shanta rasa.
Shanta rasa.
Dasya rasa, who are there?
Sannyasis.
No.
Hanuman.
Hanuman, yeah. Hanuman. In Vrindavan, who are there?
Devotees, Prabhu. Brajavasis.
Yeah, of course, Brajavasis.
Brajavasis are the highest.
Patraka.
Yeah, but who I want the name, like you told Hanuman,
Balaram,
like that.
Prabhuji.
Balram, of course, Balram is in all the 5 rasas. So Chitrak, Patrak, Raktak. So all of them are in Dasya Rasa. What do they do? Fanning Krishna, then bringing the paraphernalia, flowers. Then who are the Sakya Rasa means friendship. Who are there?
Gopas.
Gopas, yeah.
Arjuna.
What are the names?
Arjuna.
Madhu Mangal Subal.
Madhumangal.
Arjuna
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes, Arjuna. Sridham Saka, Sudama. So Vatsalya Rasa?
Mother Yashoda.
Yashoda Mataji.
Nanda Maharaj.
Nanda Maharaj.
Devaki Vasudeva.
Devaki,
Upananda.
Kunti Devi
Sunanda.
Prabhuji. Kunti Devi.
Kunti Devi is in which rasa?
Like an aunt. I mean,
I think
aunt. Krishna's aunt. She, I mean, she's been respected. So.
Yeah, of course. In that here, that is of course the Vatsalya rasa. Oh, yes, but also having the mood of Dasya also. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, Vatsalya will be in the higher three rasas, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. There is actually very little trace of Shanta and Dasya. So it is more predominated by the Madhurya. So that is the reason even the Dasya Rasa is more. It is actually it is basically depends on the mood of the service. If what they are worshipping with awe and reverence, then it comes in the Dasya Rasa. So that like that. So Madhurya Rasa, who are the examples?
Gopis and
Gopis and Ravana.
Gopis.
Radharani.
Mirabai.
Yeah. Manjaris.
Mirabai. Yeah, Mirabai.
Manjaris.
Tulsi Devi Prabhuji.
Tulsi Devi. So they or our Rupa Manjari,
Goddess
Abhanga Manjari, Lakshmi. Then our in Dwaraka, who are they?
16,000.
Rukmini, Satyabhama.
Satyabhama.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, Lakshmi comes under Santrasa, Prabhuji.
No, Madhurya only. So actually, in Madhurya, there are three categories: Gopis of Vrindavan, Queens of Dwaraka, and in Vaikunta, they are the goddesses of fortunes. Three categories. Okay, Madhurya.
And among them, gopis are the
Yeah. So yeah, among them, gopis are the highest, and among gopis, Radharani is the highest. So of course, in gopis, there will first it comes 1008, then 108, then 8, then 2, and then 1. I mean 3, then 1. Who are the three?
Radharani, Vishaka, and
Lalita. Yeah. Who are the 8? Ashtasakis. Yeah. Ashtasakis. So 8, 2, 8, 2, 1, because Radharani, however, it's not considered in the Ashtasakis. She's always the best. So like that. Okay.
Prabhuji, when you said that Madhurya Rasa has three categories, one is Gopis, then Dwaraka, then number 3 is what?
Goddesses of fortune, Vaikunta. Yeah, Vaikunta. In Vaikunta, they are goddesses of fortunes.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank
Lakshmi,
you.
Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam. So millions
Prabhuji,
of Lakshmi.
Shanta Rasa is at the initial stage, Prabhuji.
What, Mataji?
Shanta Rasa.
Is the initial one. See, basically, we have to understand. In Dasya Rasa, we have Shanta plus Dasya. In Sakya Rasa, we have Shanta, Dasya plus Sakya. So in Vatsalya, all 4 will come. And in Madhurya, all 5 will be similar. Sometimes Gopis chastise also Krishna. So all 5 are there.
So
okay.
Shanta Rasa is neutralizing.
Neutrality, yeah, neutrality. So we should not think that only Madhurya means there is no Sakya or no Dasya or something. So the Gopis sometimes they feel utter humility in the Dasya mood also. But that is more, the Madhurya is more predominant. So that we have to understand. Okay. So in Lakshmi Devi, even she might exhibit Shanta of neutrality or dasya of massaging the feet, all those things. But ultimately, the rasa is predominant is the madhurya, the intimate relationship with the Lord is there.
Hare Krishna,
So,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhuji, can you please explain more about Shanta, Prabhuji? I couldn't get it. What do you mean by neutrality?
Neutrality means they will be in neutral. There is a like a stagnant kind of thing. Stagnant means the stone in the Vrindavan. What does it do? Stone
It doesn't
doesn't
have any
go
feelings.
near Krishna by automatically, and the grass is there. How does grass feel the happiness? When Krishna comes and steps on that grass, grass feels the happiness. So like that. That is the neutrality. But in case of Gopas, what will happen?
They go to Krishna. Prabhuji.
They go to Krishna. They go to Krishna, and Madhumangal may take some prasad and he tell Krishna, I have a nice laddu for you, take it. Like that. In Shantarasa, it will not happen. In Govardhan, some stone will be there, and while playing with Gopas, Krishna may step over that stone, and the stone becomes immensely happy that Krishna put the lotus feet, his divine lotus feet on my head. Like that. That stone becomes immensely happy. But they are happy with that. It might happen once in a 10 years of time or whatever, but they are happy with that. They are happy and contented with that. Like that.
Thank
That
you,
is
Prabhuji.
Shantaras. And
Thank you,
house,
Prabhuji.
for example, house in Vrindavan, they are in the Shantaras. What do? They protect Krishna from wind and all the things. And that itself is the pleasure for them, that I'm protecting Krishna from the wind. Or the Damodar Leela, these all the what do you call that? These binding ropes. Ropes are very happy when they're tied to the stomach of the stomach of Krishna. So that is their happiness. Otherwise, in neutrality, they will be somewhere else in the maybe in the what do you call that? Go hatti they call, no, in Kannada, or in English, what do they call? Wherever the Gomatas are taking rest and all.
Cow shed, Prabhuji.
Shed, cow shed. So there, they will be lying there sometime, when Krishna might give them some special mercy, and they are happy with that. That's neutrality.
Shantaras Prabhuji, neutrality, we can say dust of Vrindavan also, no?
Yes, dust of Vrindavan, grass, all this peacock.
Trees.
Yeah.
So what are the living examples of Santarasa, Prabhu?
What are the
living examples of
all are
Santarasa?
living only. In the spiritual world, stone is also living, house is also living, lake is also living, everything is living there. That is why it's called spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Everything is Chetanatma in spiritual world. There is no Jada Vastu, no dead matters. In spiritual world, we have to remember that. We should not have the opinion that stone is dead in spiritual world. No, stone is also living. Stone is also a Jivatma there. If you hit the stone, it will feel that. It can feel that, oh, you have hit me, like that. If you touch, it will feel the sensation. Stones, everything is spiritual in the Chintamani Prakara. So actually Chintamani Dham, everything is Chetanatma there. Nothing is dead matter. Dead matters are only in the material world. In the spiritual world, everything is living. Everything is self-effulgent. Okay.
Prabhuji, can we say animals, all animals?
All
The living
animals, yes.
examples of Shantarasa?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
But sometimes we cannot go by that only. Why? Because sometimes what happens, even living entities, I mean, with the body of tree may be in Madhurya Ras also. So that is the higher science, deep science. For example, which is the best example? Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri is in Madhurya Ras. But what is he in the spiritual world? He is the Kalpavraksha tree. Kalpavraksha tree. So then we cannot generalize that, all the animals will be in the Shantaras, not like that. Each soul is different and they will be in different rasas. So we have to see. That's why I told we have to name like Raktak, Chatrak, Patrak, like that. So by the each individual souls, we can see what rasa they are in. Okay. But generally, yes, more or less, stones or they are all in Shantaras. Generally, the general principle. But if we go in deeper, this one we don't understand who are in Madhurya, who are in different rasas. So that's the reason it is said, don't judge others. Don't go to judge other devotees. You don't know what are their, how much exalted they are. We can't understand how much exalted the soul is. So we can't say, this Kalpavraksha tree, Madhavendra Puri, he is having the Mahabhav. So it's a very, very exalted position. So that's the reason we should be very careful. Hare Krishna. So I think we will end here. Any questions? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any questions, comments, or suggestions?
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
so
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji, you can ask the question.
Prabhuji, cows, they what rasa they come, Prabhuji? Because they used to go along with Gopas and Lord Krishna, no, Prabhuji?
Yeah, generally most of them are in what? Shantarasa.
Okay,
Most of them are in
Prabhuji.
Shantarasa.
What about the Surabhi cow, Prabhuji?
Yeah, same
Same only.
Shantarasa.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
You told the verse numbers which are answers to Devahuti's 3 questions. I could not note down. Can you
28
repeat?
and 29. Previous to these
That-
these verses, to 28 and 29.
For this questions, answers are in shloka numbers you had told.
31 to 44, first question, this one. Chapter 26 and 27 for second question. Chapter 28, Kapil Dev explains for the question 3.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
What does verse 35 actually tells?
That the
We are
pure
discussing
devotees are
about-
having attachment. Huh?
We are discussing about muktis, liberation, rasas, and ananda, everything.
Yeah.
Are they coming in 35th verse or how is it?
35th verse explains that my devotees always see the smiling face of my form, with eyes like the rising morning sun. So they appreciate the form of the Lord. In the material world, what we do? We do the archa vigraha seva to appreciate the form of the Lord. But in the perfected form, what we do? In any of the 5 rasas, we directly exchange with the Lord. Loving relationships. Okay.
Okay.
That's why we discuss this 5 rasas.
Okay. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The
Hare Krishna.
types of mukti which we discussed, they are getting some opulence and the form. But what we
Pardon me.
people are Vaikuntha, they are also doing seva, na Prabhuji?
Yes. The Vaikuntha, they are doing the fight. Yeah. The first mukti, which is the Sayujya mukti, is not desired by the devotees. And other 4 types of mukti, it is they generally go to Vaikuntha and they get it. So that is the question now you are asking, Mataji.
No, they are also doing seva there, na. So why devotees not interested in these types of muktis? They are also doing seva there.
They are also doing seva, then why they are not interested? That's what your question.
The Lord, no?
Why the devotees are not interested in mukti, Prabhuji? That is what Mataji is asking.
Oh, okay. So that is the symptom of the pure devotional service. So if you see the as that sadhaka progresses, in the Svaidhi sadhana bhakti, what are the symptoms coming? Shubhada and Kleshagni. Yeah, the material miseries will be removed, and all auspiciousness will start coming. Then that is in the sadhana bhakti. Then Raganuga sadhana bhakti and bhava bhakti, what happens?
Sandrananda Vishesha.
No, Sandrananda Visheshatma is the prema. In the bhava, what happens?
Moksha Lagutakrit.
Moksha Lagutakrit. Yes,
Moksha
Moksha Lagutakrit. And Sudurlabha. Right? I'm right, no? Sudurlabha is the bhava only, right? Definitely Moksha Lagutakrit is the bhava stage. So bhava stage, what devotee feels? The mukti is actually he's not interested. Why? Because even in the material world, he is doing the seva only. So that's why the jivatmas might be liberated being in the material body itself. It's called what? Jivan Mukta. We don't know how many souls are there who are Jivan Mukta in this our community only, ISKCON only. Many of them may be Jivan Mukta souls, and we see them as just like us only. Oh, he's another devotee, like that. I mean, we don't know who are the Jivan Mukta souls. Jivan Mukta, who are Jivan Mukta souls? They are completely liberated. So, but they are interested only in the service. So that is the symptom even of the prema, right? If he read the Shikshashtakam,
Nectar of devotion it is given, Prabhuji.
Nectar of devotion it is given, and even in the Shikshashtakam, what is the last sloka? Ashlishyava padaratam pinastu mam darshanan marmahatam karotu va yata tata va vidadatu lampato matprananatastu saevana paraha. So you embrace me with the you embrace me or you kick me away. So you are my Lord of the heart. So if Krishna kicks us away also, it is okay. Still, I have given my heart to Krishna only. So that means if you send me to even Naraka, that pastime is there. Which one is that? Krishna's headache, and Narada Muni goes, which is that, all this pastime, right? The Narada Muni goes to different rishis and he asks
Yes,
for
yes,
the
yes.
dust of
Yes,
the.
Prabhu. Finally, he goes to
No one
Gopis,
wants to give
finally the
ultimately.
gopis say,
The gopis give them the dust of their feet.
Gopis give the
Gives.
dust.
So actually, shastrically, what exactly it is? If our dust, if we give dust to Krishna, shastrically, actually one needs to go to hell. I mean, that is the thing. But gopis are ready because love overcomes these rules and regulations. So the gopis are ready to go to even to hell. So even in hell, what they desire? Only service, only love of Krishna only. So that's why for Parvati, what Shiva will tell? Swargapavarga narakeshva apitullartha darshanam. So Narayana parasarve na kutaschana bibhyati. Swargapa varga narakeshva. Wherever they are happy in serving. Swarga apavarga means what? Hell. Naraka, apavarga, here, bhuloka. Wherever they are happy. Why? Because they are serving Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the reason the symptom of bhava is moksha lagutakrit. Moksha lagutakrit. Laguta means what? It is moksha is subordinate to Shuddha Bhakti. It is the servant of the Shuddha Bhakti. These are byproduct, you can say, not servant, byproduct of the Shuddha Bhakti. So that is why pure devotional service, wherever the devotees, they only aspire for pure devotional service. They don't want mukti. They are ready, whether I am in hell, whether I am in heaven, whether I am in bhuloka, bhuloka or goloka, I am only serving only. So that's why They're not interested in the any type of moksha. But Mataji's question I understood. When we get the moksha, we are serving only. So of course that is always there, because because of moksha we are not serving, Mataji. Because we got pure devotional service, we are getting the moksha. Okay, that point we have to remember. Did you get my point? We are going to Vaikunta because we have the Shuddha Bhakti. Not that we got moksha, that's why we are doing the service. No, not that way. Did you get my point, Mataji?
Yes,
Who asked?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, with moksha also, do we come back again? Yes, when you merge in the Brahma Jyoti, again you
Yes.
can fall down in a Punya Karma is over.
It's not Punya Karma. There's no Punya Karma for Jnanis also.
Then what is it, Prabhuji? Then in the Brahma Jyoti, why we fall down?
For example, there is no activity of the soul there. Soul is very active. We want to eat, we want to dance, we want to do all types of activity. And in Brahma Jyoti, there is no activity. You are just shanti, shanti, shanti. I will put someone in a room, and I will tell him, I will give you all facility. I mean, nothing you need to do. We want to only tell shanti, shanti, shanti. How many years he will tell shanti, shanti, shanti? No prasad, no dancing, no music, no kirtan, only shanti, shanti, shanti. So then, of course, some staunch Brahmawadis, they stay for many time in Brahma Jyoti. But once if they even develop slight desire for these activity, like I want to eat rasgulla, I want to eat gulab jamun, or I want to hear that kirtan, some desire if they get, they cannot go further into the spiritual planets. They have to come down. Aruya krachena param padam tataha patanti adaha. Patanti adaha means they'll fall down into the material world again.
So
Then
Prabhu, that means from Brahma Jyoti also you can go to the spiritual world?
No.
There's a possibility?
No possibility.
Okay,
They
you
have to
fall
come
down
down.
then.
Only fall down. That's
So
why
when they fall
Aruya
down,
krachena. Yeah.
when they fall down, where do they take birth? The devotee
They take
family
birth.
or?
No, that's also Srila Prabhupada explains. They become the philanthropist. They open big hospital.
Yeah,
They do
okay.
some annadana, this, that. They start doing, and then again start the activities. And if they get to the mercy of pure devotees, they may come to bhakti. But if they don't have that fortune, then they will continue the philanthropic work, or as per their desire, they continue.
But Prabhu, supposing a person is in Krishna consciousness, halfway through, if he's unable to do, and then if he leaves a body, then what happens? Then he takes birth in a spiritual family, in Krishna conscious family.
So same question Arjuna asked, 6.414 to 43 is I think around that. What happens to the yogi who is bhakti yogi who is not completely successful? So there are two things Krishna tells. What is that? One, who he has little bit practiced, some 30%, 40% has done it, and he has a lot of material desires because of which you cannot advance much. Then what happens to him? He will go to Swargaloka to fulfill his desires, remaining desires, material desires, because in Swargaloka you can enjoy maximum. He stay there for so many years, thousands of years. Then after that, he comes Suchinam Srimatam Ge Yogo Brashto Bijayat. So either in the mercantile, very rich family, mercantile, because in rich family one can easily practice, he get the facility to practice devotional service, or Shuchinam, some pious family, some Brahmin family, or some pious family, those who are pious persons. So there, because there also it is easier to practice. This is for the yogi who have little bit practiced Krishna consciousness and not completed his remaining part. That is for them. And the next sloka, immediate next sloka, Krishna explains, one who has practiced maximum of his devotional service, and only few percentages are left, and he doesn't, of course, since he has finished maximum of his percentage, he will not be having much material desires. So he will not go to, because he doesn't have much material desires, he doesn't have to go to Swargaloka, because he doesn't have much desires at all. For some little remaining things are there. So that's why he takes the birth in the family of devotees, who are especially advanced devotees, or where he gets the chance to complete remaining his part. And what is it told further? He will not only perfect his life, but he will help others in perfecting their lives also. And he will, the next examples Srila Prabhupada tells about him and his Guru Maharaj, where they took the birth. So
Yes,
they
Prabhuji,
uplift others. Yeah.
in Bhagavad Gita, in second or third chapter, they say that even if you fall down after practicing Krishna consciousness for some time, there's nothing to lose. Next birth, you will start from where you have stopped.
Yes. Yes. So that is right. So if you have stopped at 20%, next life you will start from 21. So that is
So
what
you,
yeah.
So you take birth in a devotee family.
No, not for the one who are having lot of material desires. See, basically we have to understand about the desires. Why we are in the material world? Because of our material desires. We are trying to fulfill our material desires. If we don't have material desires, we are purified, completely purified, right?
Yeah.
We have only spiritual desires. That means we are pure devotees. So if we have more material desires, then we will make very slow progress. And in that case, one might have from 11%, one may come, lot of fulfilling this sex desire, other eating desire, going to restaurant, I want to see cinema, movie, all the things I am doing. Along with that, little Krishna consciousness also I am doing. From 11% to I came 30 or 40% and I get stuck there and left the body. What will happen to me? I have a lot of desires to enjoy, na? I mean, I want to, that is what I have shown to Krishna. So since I have a lot of material desires, what Krishna does, he will send to Swargaloka. Because in Swargaloka, okay, you have sex desire and there is enjoyment with the apsaras or so many beautiful women. Okay, you have another, you want to drink beautiful juices and all. Okay, Somarasa is there. Okay, enjoy to the heart content. Then comes down. Suchinam Srimatham Gehe Yogo Brashto Vijayate. Then you have now you fulfilled your desires. Okay, now you continue further from 30 or 40, 41 he will start, 41, 42, 40. And if he does again same thing, that enjoying cinema, then 41 to 60 only if he comes, and again he's having a lot of material desires, again same thing will happen only. Again he has to go to Swargaloka or something where he can fulfill his material desires. So that is why Anyabhilashita Shunyam, we should not have any other desires than pleasing, trying to please Krishna. If we don't have any other much desires to than trying to please Krishna, then what will happen when we make rapid progress? Even though we have started 20, we don't have much desires, very strong sadhana, steadiness in this one. Prabhupada says one lifetime is enough. So 22, okay, 100 he can reach. If he's not reached 100, okay, he stopped in 90. Then what happens? Next life, he will take birth in a devotee family. He doesn't have much material desires. Devotee family, he took part 10%, he finished it, he perfected, he's Jivan Mukta. He is also helping others to become progress in the path of devotional service. He is uplifting others. He is already perfected. So by the end of that life, he will leave others. Also, he will take back hundreds of devotees with him back to Godhead. So that is what happens to the yogi who has finished maximum portion of his devotional service. So that is, I think, 6.43 or something. That was tells that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I
Hare
ask one
Krishna.
more question?
Yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Previously, before we came into Krishna conscious, Prabhuji, so we must have so many material desires. So, but after coming into this, slowly, all those desires are going away, Prabhuji. But still, they say, even if you desire once, that will be there until unless it is fulfilled, will be taking birth, Prabhuji. Is it so, or if we after coming in Krishna conscious, that will be cleared, Prabhuji? How it is, Prabhuji? Please explain.
So, if we have even one material desire, not the desire, even when material desire, if I have to take another birth. So that's why best thing is what? Convert all the material desire into spiritual desire. You want to eat nice gulab jamun. Okay, prepare gulab jamun, offer it to Lord with love and devotion, and then take it. It becomes material desire, becomes spiritual, because you are connecting Krishna to your this one. So don't have material desire. Material desire is what? I want to enjoy independent of Krishna. Separating Krishna, I want to enjoy. That desire, even one desire, material desire, if you have, I think then we have to take another material body, because I have to fulfill that material desire, no? I want to,
Yes,
I want to enjoy that. I want to eat.
But there also we are giving importance to our desire only, no, Prabhu. If we want to eat gulab jamun, if we are making an offering to Lord, but there also we are giving importance to our desire only, no, Prabhu, not to Lord, no, Prabhu. Just because we want to eat, we are offering to Lord and we are taking it, no, Prabhu.
Yeah, but that is the preliminary stage of Shuddha Bhakti.
Okay.
Preliminary stage of Shuddha Bhakti.
So
That is what
then we do for
yes. Yes. So we are connecting Krishna. That becomes yoga.
Okay.
So that is what is bhakti. Yoga means what? Connecting with the Supreme Lord. I have desires, material desires, but I am connecting with Krishna. So that becomes yoga. So what is karma yoga? So I have my desires, activities. I connect my activities to Krishna.
Lord,
Yeah. I'm going to office.
Yes.
And I'm working on software, coding and all. What is that? It's a karma only.
Karma,
But what I'm doing, whatever phala comes, what I will do? Whatever salary comes, I will buy groceries to offer to Krishna. I will bring flowers to Krishna, dresses to Krishna. I'll go for yatra. All the phala which is come out of the karma which I have done, I'll give charity. My dhana became shuddhi. So all those things. So basically karma yoga plus bhakti yoga, then ultimately we come to the stage where kirtaniya sadahari, always chanting the glories and names, form, qualities of the Lord. So ultimately completely becoming purified. So that's the thing. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Very nice explanation, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful session. And
Thank you, Mataji.
you gave in so much of knowledge, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Very much indebted to you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. All glories to you.
Prabhuji.
All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you. All
All
glory to
glories to
Srila
Srila.
Gurudev. Yeah.
Shall we end the session, Prabhuji, with the prayer?
Yeah, Mataji, sure. Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare
Srila Gurudev.
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Bhagavatam ki jai.
All glories to you, Prabhuji. All glories to you. All glories to
All glories to
Dasabai.
Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, all
Thank you,
devotees.
Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much.
So much,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
We
Krishna.
can end the session, Prabhuji.
Yeah, well,
Hare
thank you.
Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Pranams.